Hey, one. Shit, I'm gonna burp. But yeah. Go on.
It has been a long time. Well, long ago in a galaxy far, far away, the last Unholy Trinity episode of Through the Lens was a very long time ago. Welcome back to another episode of Through the Lens by the Unholy Trinity. I'm in the middle now. On my right, that's Zephyros, right? On my right, that's Zephyros. And on my left, that's Patronus Gold.
And he's dead.
Crazy how crazy with this new order now. But yes, today we shall be reviewing Eternals. Jack needs to go fix his Wi-Fi.
Eternals. Yes.
A long time ago, in a galaxy not so far from here, the last Unholy Trinity episode of Through the Lens was recorded. Welcome back to Through the Lens. We're back with a video after however long, months, years, decades. I'm in the middle now. I'm SCL on my right. That's Zephyros.
What's up?
And on my left, that's Patronus Gold.
I'm on the left. I know left and right. Totally.
And today, we're gonna be reviewing a big film to kick off our return back to Unholy Trinity. It's Eternals.
A few weeks late.
A few weeks late, but that's all right. That's how it is around these places. The saga of the Eternals, a race of immortal beings who lived on Earth and shaped its history and civilizations. This film was directed by Chloe Zhao, written by Chloe Zhao, Patrick Burleigh, and Ryan Firpo, starring Gemma Chan, Richard Madden, Kumail Nanjiani, Liam McHugh, Brian Tyree Henry, just to name a few. Cinematography by Ben Davis, edited by Craig Wood and Dylan Tichenor. Music by Ramin Djawadi. And let's get into it, eh? How do we... Oh, I guess... Who's Ryan Firpo and Kaz Firpo? Because, okay, I'm assuming they wrote the story. And IMDb is a little disjointed from Wikipedia. So Ryan Firpo and Kaz Firpo did the story. Right. Let's get into it, boys. First impressions.
This movie is not too bad, but not good.
Explosion. Boom.
Boom.
Yeah, like a good old...
If you're editing it to you, just put it...
I mean, no, I just like... This was just one of the films where I was like, I like everything.
Like, my main problem with the film is it's really, really fucking long and boring. So, like, I can't really say that I would watch it again. Even though I think there's a lot of good stuff in this movie. But it's bloated by so much bad that, like, I want to be positive for this movie. So I will do my best to be optimistic. But, like, it's just... I can't really see myself rewatching this movie because then I have to be like, okay, I got to set aside how long this movie, like 2 hours and 30 minutes to watch this. Yeah, I don't know.
I have the same criticism there. It is long and boring and don't really care much about what happens in it because they don't make me care. So the line I put down here is okay, new people, but what the dog doing? That sums up my general thoughts.
Yes, sir. All right. Shall we move on? Sure. Anything else we need to get off our chests? Any hidden truths we need to reveal to the audiences? I would like to
confess my love to both of you. To show my love and appreciation.
Aww.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. We have to do this like a proper Eternals monologue. Wow, the Earth looks beautiful. I am Jack. Remember that? That's the first line of the movie.
I remember that.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to unblur. I'm going to do like a little...
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me do that as well.
Do I get no?
Act hot. Shit. Fuck it. Doesn't work. That's. My hands are
If it's
fucked.
good enough, it's good enough.
Use a circle. There you go.
There
And
we
Jack,
go.
you can do your own heart.
Love.
That's the power of love right there, baby.
I can't hold the mic and do it at the same time, but here's a heart.
Saying out
Right.
slowly. All right, then. Let's get on to the main portion of this video, and starting off with acting. All right, how do we feel about the actors?
Hit or miss, I think.
I guess they never miss.
But they did miss this time.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I don't know who's to blame, the director or the actors themselves, but there was just some bad performance. And the thing is, I know all of these actors can do better because I've just seen them do better and better other things. What's his name? Richard Madden. He's not good in this movie. It's just not good.
Not good.
That's also, it comes down to the writing because they have to deliver shit lines. Like at the very start of the movie, this isn't really spoilers, but like when they're looking up on the earth and they're like, "Oh, Earth's so beautiful. I'm Icarus. I'm whatever Jim says, character Cersei." That just like made me not like the acting from then on. It kind of like a really bad first impression because that was really poorly delivered. But also the writing was shit. So I don't really know. Gemma Chan was like, I love Gemma Chan. She was in Sherlock, and then she was in other things. Mainly, she was in Sherlock back in the day. No one remembers that, but I do. Anyway,
And she was in Sherlock, wasn't she?
she's not that great in this movie either. Like, I think everyone is kind of too. You got two sort of character acting types in this movie. You're either funny or you're like stoic and expressionless.
You're either
There's
funny or
nothing
shit.
in between. Actually, you want to just like go through the Eternals and just like talk about
Alright.
each of them and say if we like them or not. That might
I
cover
like
some
it.
of the writing as well, but like it'll also be acting.
Gemma Chan as Cersei.
Not funny. That's the rating system,
Like-
right?
The entire movie revolves around her, basically. But she's kind of boring.
Yeah, not funny.
It's kinda
Richard
sad.
Madden as Icarus.
He's the
Icarus,
stupidest character.
not funny.
He's fucking boring. Something I'll save spoilers, but I will continue my rant about him. But it's spoiler rant. Well, yeah.
All right. Angelina Jolie as Fina.
Oh, completely wasted, mate. She did like nothing throughout them. All she had was dementia.
Yeah, that's right.
Not,
But that's
not
funny.
actually true,
That's
but I'm
funny.
not spoiling anything.
That
Yeah.
was the funny.
It kind of was. Me and Nelson were kind of just like chuckling. We were just like going, okay.
Inappropriate behavior, boys.
You have
been
been
Though-
banned from the Mickey
she
Mouse
could-
Club for inappropriate behavior.
That thing was kind of important to the plot, I guess, to some extent. However, they completely undermine it because, without spoiling anything, that leads to a discovery, right? But that discovery is made by someone else as well. Actually, multiple other people in this movie make the same discovery, but it's kind of unrelated to Angelina Jolie's character. But they're just like told about it. Specifically, Gemma Chan's character, because she has to deal with some of the moral implications of that thing.
She talked to the big man.
Yeah.
Banned from the Mickey Mouse Club for inappropriate behavior.
Damn.
Salma
Right.
Hayek as Ajak.
You know what? I thought she was pretty good. Maybe it's because she's not in the movie so much, but I kind of get what they were going for, and I think it mostly works for her. They told her story in a different way to the other characters. You know why, but audience, you don't know why, or maybe you do. I don't know. I'm not spoiling anything, but
Right.
I think it worked for her. I think I kind of thought she was okay, and I didn't particularly care about her, but like I can see why she's there and like her impact on everyone else, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But she's also weak as shit.
She's the healer.
Yeah, the medic class.
Is this just a giant league game?
Fuck, maybe that's why I hate it so much, right?
Damn, bro.
I don't even hate this movie that much, but it's just like, you know what I mean.
All right. Kumail Nanjiani as Kingo.
Oh, best
He
character.
was funny, man.
He's my favorite.
He
He's-
gets a seal of funny for me.
Yeah. I like him. I like him.
Leah McHugh as Sprite.
No. Terrible character.
Nah, not funny.
Fucking terrible character.
Damn.
Oh, I will complain
the-
about
the thing
later on
that-
as well.
Yeah, the third act stuff really fucked up her character a lot. Like at the start of the movie, I was like, okay, I see her relationship with Gemma Chan, and Kit Harington's also there, and that was kind of cute. There was like a little kind of family dynamic,
thought they were
and then it all goes to
buddies.
shit at the end, and I was like, oh, which by the way, they all just kind of forget about. Like I won't spoil anything, but she does something big in the movie, and they don't give a fuck. They're just like, that's all good, nothing's wrong. Everything's fine and dandy, and they have like a comedic scene at the end together.
Wasn't that funny, guys?
Yeah, I don't know. Terrible character in my opinion.
All right. Brian Tyree Henry as Fastos.
Oh, I wish he'd got more screen time. He got like the least amount of screen time out of anybody, but he was like also the best character in my opinion. Because
Very wholesome.
he was a pretty wholesome guy, and I like that. Yeah.
Alrighty. Lauren Ridloff as Makari.
Not like super investing or interesting in my opinion, but like I had no problems with her. I thought she was pretty cool. And she's a fast one. They did a pretty cool effect with her running.
Yeah.
More like Flash.
Yes. More like
Yeah.
Flash.
Alrighty. Barry Keoghan as Druig.
I liked him a lot. He's also the best for me.
Lots of the bests.
The thing is that, like, okay, but here's my problem with some of the internal stuff. They touch on some really interesting stuff, but like very surface level. Like with Fastos, he's like, "Oh, are my inventions fucking up the world more and stuff?" But that they spent like one scene talking about that as kind of like setting up his character, but like they don't do much more with it. And he's kind of just like he kind of like hates humanity because they just beat humanity, you know, using his vengeance for shit. But he kind of just goes,
Vengeance.
"Nah, but I love humanity anyway." And there's like no jump. They just jump between that. There's no correlation. Feels like two different characters, kind of. Similarly with
relationship.
Druig, he has like a huge thing that happens to him before the movie takes place, and kind of doesn't really go much. There's just like a bit of tension, but it's kind of resolved pretty quickly. But like, yeah, there's nothing much there. So I think it got the issues that Druig had with like humanity and stuff like that. That got explored more than Fastos, but like that's kind of enough for its own movie sort of deal. You know what I mean? Or at least like an episode of TV or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I vaguely remember there were like reports, I think, or like someone like in Marvel confirmed that they wanted to do like a Marvel TV show, episode for each Eternal.
Oh, that's what the suggestions were. I'm not sure if it was going to happen. But
I see. If anyone wants to correct us or like say stuff in the comments, if we're right or
Please
wrong, or if
do.
we're talking out of our asses, leave a comment down below. Thank you. Oh, thank you, audience.
We're always talking
yeah,
out
that
of our
would be
asses.
the way to do it. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
The only thing I saw like another YouTuber say this. The only problem about that was the visual effects and stuff would look much better on a big screen. There is some stuff
Yeah.
in this movie that you kind of have to see on a big screen to properly appreciate,
Hmm.
because you're dealing with the big celestial shit, you know.
Hmm.
But yeah, storytelling
What's
wise,
wrong
it
with
would
a
be better.
small screen, man? Size doesn't
I
matter.
mean, if it's more about how they've been like living on Earth, then there's no really big need for the Celestials. But then if you need like if it's supposed to like bring in Celestial stuff at the end.
See, that's the problem about this movie, mate. The only interesting thing in this movie was the celestial storyline. I didn't give a shit about them living on Earth and stuff because that's just stupid melodrama and really badly written melodrama. And relationships and fucking love triangles and stupid stuff that
Spoilers,
just
mate.
didn't fit at all. Minor spoiler, but I didn't say who it was about or anything.
Yeah.
So I think you could probably look at the trailers and see for yourself. But yeah, the most interesting thing was the Celestials, but they also felt like they should have been in another movie, sort of thing. They should have done like two parts to this. One where you're getting to know the Eternals, one where you're like, oh, Celestial shit. But like the movie wouldn't work without the Celestial shit because that's like the actual plot.
Yes.
All right, well, we've got one final Eternal to talk over. Madong's, I'm going to mispronounce this, Madong Seok as Gilgamesh.
Oh, what a legend, mate. Also, best.
Yeah, legend. Funny
Very cool.
approved.
Makes pies.
Drops the pie. An Australian, mate. And he lived in Australia, so yeah.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Very, very cool. Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool, mate. All right.
Yeah, mate.
And we'll go over just some, like, we've already, at this point, might as well just go over some more characters. Harish Patel as Karun.
Yo, also
Oh, yeah?
best.
The driver?
Yeah, he's actually good. I like him. Yeah, best.
Yeah.
Funny guy.
Bill
In this movie, you're
Skarsgård.
either the best character or the worst character.
Yep.
No in between.
That is unlucky.
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård as Crow.
Oh yeah, it was funny because Nelson was like going like, "Oh yeah, you could totally see him as Bill Skarsgård." Then later he was like, "You could not tell he was Bill Skarsgård."
Hmm.
But yeah, don't like his character. It was really the character motive for that character just changes midway in the movie, and it makes absolutely no fucking sense for a really boring fight at the end. In fact, he had very little to do in the movie. In fact, actually, no need for deviants in this movie if you think about it. They show up, they cause people to fight, but like the actual big fight of the movie, I'd say, isn't to do with the deviants at all.
Facts.
So
Well,
the
there is
deviants are kind of tacked on.
man.
And I'll get into spoilers of why this character is really stupid. Because he is. Oh, I like the powers of him.
Hmm.
The power.
All right. Let's move on now.
Yeah. Spent quite a while
Right.
on.
Yeah, we're going to move on from that monster acting session. And I'm going to talk about the writing. Got some stuff to say about this, have we?
All right. I'm going to break this down into, like, this is just the way I view the writing in the movie. Dialogue, really, really bad. I can write better than this. Do you know how I know? Because I got into the creative writing course at the uni I wanted to get in.
Congratulations.
Not going to reveal what that is because that's private information, but like, yeah,
But
you always know what I'm
Jack is
talking
also
about.
an award-winning film writer, if you didn't.
Oh yeah, that too. I'm an award-winning film writer. Yeah, it's dialogue really bad. The characters hit or miss, like we said. Also, the relationships between characters, all the melodrama stuff is also generally really bad. Hold on one moment. Yeah,
No.
Uno
I thought someone
momento.
knocked at my door, but no one.
It's the
knocked at my
ghost,
door.
man. He's back.
This is a ghost.
Damn, kids do be singers. Sorry, I lost where I was going. Yeah, the relationships between the characters are not very good. I think one exception is I don't mind what's her name, Makari and Druig's relationship. I thought it was kind of cute.
Same.
And I like Fastos and his family. This is in the trailer, it doesn't matter, right? If it's not really spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like as you guys probably have heard in the media, this had Marvel's first sex scene.
Oh yeah, that's
It
right.
was really it was bad. It was
I forgot about
very
it, man.
bad. It was
That it shows
uncomfortable to
how
watch because
unappealing
yeah.
it was. Because I forgot about it.
Yeah. It was Gemma Chan, Richard Madden's characters who have no chemistry with each other. They have nothing. It's like the worst romance I've seen in anything. They have absolutely no chemistry.
They
It's
have
just okay. Here's a minor spoiler. You can skip over this if you're really worried about spoilers, but who really gives a shit about this movie? Okay.
if you really want to watch the
everybody,
sex scene yourself, then skip this.
yeah, yeah.
Editor put a timestamp.
Everybody is in love with Icarus. Well, like there are like 3 people or something, 2 people, 3, I don't know. Point being, Icarus is like the main, I don't know, love interest for
He
everyone.
the alpha
He
male.
has no chemistry with anyone on the team.
Because he's a
Not
sigma
even
male.
as just like friends, you know? Let alone like romantic chemistry.
He don't need friends.
Shit acting, I don't know, shit writing, directing, all of the above.
Damn,
Yeah.
bro.
It's all just part of the sigma male
though-
concept.
I think we could go back to non-spoilers here. The one praise I will give it is I think the actual plot line, though it is kind of derivative of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, it is a pretty solid plot line, and I thought like the actual overall story was pretty cool. Like when you're dealing with like the grander stuff, I thought that was really cool. But that's not the majority of the movie. Even though that's the main plot, it's not the majority of the movie, which is
I mean, fair enough.
yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me. It did have quite a bit of Guardians of the Galaxy undertones to it, so did get reminded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
What else?
We moving on? Or
Alright,
anything
yeah.
else for writing?
I agree with most that you said, so yes.
Alright. Let's go on to Cinematography. Pretty good, right?
I can't
It's
tell with
pretty
my
good.
great copy I got from legal sources.
There were a lot of good shots. Though to be honest, I don't know, everyone like all the critics were going, oh, the best looking Marvel movie. Shang-Chi is better filmed. Like, that's not just me, right? The cinematography in Shang-Chi is actually next level.
I don't know.
This like here it was like the shots look nice, but like I didn't feel like there was much energy in anything. But also maybe because it's a really fucking slow movie. Like action sequences and stuff, they weren't shot they were shot average. Like, I don't know. It's good. It's not like I don't think it's as good as what critics are saying.
What did the
Yeah.
critics give it?
They're like, oh, it doesn't look anything like other Marvel movies. It looks so pretty and good. And like it does look pretty, but it's not super special. Like like Marvel's always had some pretty good like pretty shots and stuff. Like
Yeah.
Infinity War and yeah.
I feel like
Thanos and the Rice Fields.
I feel like the one thing that would separate this from other films is that it just needs to convey such a massive sense of scale with everything, with the new introduction of like celestials and all that. Like to do cinematography for that kind of stuff, it has to be different.
Yeah.
I guess on that front, Probably. But is it just on that front?
I guess, yeah. No, I'm not saying it's not bad. It's just I just
Yeah.
don't really see what the people are saying about it. Like, yeah, that's the only thing. It's good. Yeah.
Alrighty. If you want to do your own research in the comment section, you can go do that. In the meantime, we're going to talk about editing and visuals. Quite a lot of visual work with this one, as can tell from if you've seen any trailers at all.
Yeah. Once again, I think it's kind of hit and miss here. I like it's mostly good. I think the deviants look kind of shit though. But like, hey, what you gonna do?
What are you going to do?
It's the VFX are better than Shang-Chi because that's kind of like I guess the selling point of the movie is just like the visuals.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the big celestial stuff all looks. Yeah.
Cool. All right, now we shall move on. Going on to audio and music. How do we feel?
Oh, the soundtrack is really nice. It's from the same dude as Game of Thrones. Because I was watching Game of Thrones the other day, and I was like, the name of the dude that looks familiar, and I was like, oh shit, it was Eternals. Yeah.
Dang.
Epic.
And I had a lot of licensed music. To be honest, none of them like really made much sense to me. I don't know. They kind of felt a bit out of place.
They had 70s music in present day thing. I don't know why. Maybe
they
it's
had,
like a
like,
theme thing,
K-pop.
but they just used it like once. And then
I will say
BTS,
my
'cause they had a
apologies real quick
BTS
for mispronouncing the music guy, Ramin Javadi.
sponsorship.
Yeah.
Correction there. Oh, wait, sorry, I cut you off.
Javadi.
Yeah, they have K-pop in this, but like,
I said
I don't know.
sponsorship.
It was kind of forced. I liked the song. They got one of the, I guess, the lesser known BTS songs in this, which is kind of cool, and I guess it fit with what they were talking about at the time. But it was also kind of just random.
So
So
BTS
it made the
sponsorship,
scene
man.
more fun because I got to ignore the dialogue and focus on the music.
Damn.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy indeed. All right. Shall we move on then?
Yeah.
Let's go to the spoiler zone. Oh, feels good to hear that after a while, man.
Oh
It's
yeah.
a sound for sore ears. that was a bad attempt at a common analogy. Okay. Timestamp on the screen as always. If you want to skip to our final verdicts, and I'm just gonna let Mr. Patronus go to speak in his rant.
All right. I'm gonna start with the Crow motive. Oh yeah, his name was Crow. Did they ever actually say that in the movie?
I think he just said his own name was Crow, didn't they?
Because I don't know,
My
me and
name
Nelson were
Crow.
like, we never found out the name, and then we were looking on the cast list for who Bill Skarsgård plays, and it said Crow, and then we're like, who the fuck is Crow? And they're like, oh, it's probably the deviant person. Anyway, the deviant's so fucking stupid. Okay, you start the movie off, the deviants are the main threat, and you get this, okay, it's deviants versus Eternals. Midway through the movie, the deviants are like, oh, we're not so different, you and I. We're basically the same thing. We're basically fighting for the same thing. So you're thinking,
We're not so
oh, okay,
different, Batman.
the deviants are actually not bad people. They're okay, and maybe, I don't know, they'll team up or something. The end battle where they're fighting
They're
Icarus,
people.
which is, by the way, the end battle should have just been fighting Icarus. This is what I mean. Like,
Yes.
you don't need the actual deviants in the movie. It was fine to do, like, in fact, it makes the movie make more sense. If you want to do a story about the family drama, all of that, and it culminates in a big fight with the family at the end, that makes sense. But they had to tie in the deviants, and it felt really forced.
But the
Because-
deviants killed the lady.
Yeah, that's the only reason, right? And But you kind of get that explained as actually no, the deviants didn't kill the lady. It was Icarus still.
Well, they
Technically.
pushed her down and they eat her.
Yeah. So they're kind of just like dogs.
Yeah, me.
Yum. Anyway, yeah, the deviant leader, he kind of just fights the Eternals at the end for no reason, even though he was like, "Oh, we're not so different, you and I." A few scenes ago, it seems like, oh, they could come to an understanding because they're fighting to defeat the Celestial and stuff, which is what the deviants want, right? But they just fight for this
But the
just for
deviants
no
are
fucking
like,
reason.
I hate you because you killed my brothers.
And then the Eternals could be like, "You killed our leader. An eye for an eye.
And
There
they're
we
like,
go.
no.
Let's team up."
And their argument was like, oh, you killed us for years because you were stupid. Now I hate you.
Also, the deviants. Let's face it. They're just fucking rip-off Skrulls from Captain Marvel. They have the same
Probably.
storyline, except the Skrulls team up with Captain Marvel at the end, right? But they have a similar thing
Yeah.
here. It's like they've been fighting this war for years, and they realize, oh no, they're actually the good guys. But this movie doesn't make them the good guys. They're just like, we're gonna give them some motive, but like we're not gonna use it. It's just gonna be there. Haha. We have complex villains. No, we don't.
Well, they're like doggies. What the dog
Yeah.
doing?
And just also, if you want to talk about Icarus, he's just fucking boring. Like, when they reveal that, like, oh, he's actually a bad guy, it added literally nothing to me because I was like, that's kind of obvious. So he's talking like a robot for the entire movie, isn't he? He's just, oh yeah, the big reveal that they're like robots. I'm like, oh well, the acting from Icarus over here kind of dictates that. They took it a bit too
Wow.
far in that direction.
They're Blade Runner, but not Blade Runner.
And oh, like I was saying, the love triangle stuff with Icarus, really stupid. I don't get why.
It was
Like, Icarus is
garbage,
fucking boring. Why do people like Icarus? He's like,
because he is hot apparently.
because he fired too close to the sun.
Yeah, because he's a bit like Superman. That's worse than Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, love triangle was
Fucking-
useless. Didn't fucking. It was the only reason for the other chick to be like, I'm gonna help Icarus because he's hot.
Yeah, Sprite. Fucking stupid. And it, like, also doesn't make sense with the motives at all. Because they're like, she's like good friends with Cersei at the start of the movie. Then she kind of just like
fuck
suddenly
you,
switches.
Cersei. I wanted to fuck Icarus for 100 years, but you all
But I look-
together, so I
And I look
didn't do it.
underage.
And I look underage, and I'm ginger. That's
Yeah.
my limitations.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd fuck a ginger.
Wow.
But they
But
have no souls,
I'm not
mate.
10,000 years old.
Also,
I
Sprite
wouldn't
is
fuck Ed
just
Sheeran. Would you
fucking-
fuck Ed Sheeran?
What?
Would you fuck Ed Sheeran?
Oh,
That dude
why would it,
ugly.
what's a what?
Ed Sheeran.
Am I deaf?
Ed Sheeran, mate.
Oh.
Fucking Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, why not? I'd peck his ass.
Shit.
Damn.
I ain't as nasty as you, mate.
Hey, the power of sarcasm.
Oh
Just
yeah.
flies over your head like Icarus.
Haha.
Maybe I was
Also,
being
Sprite
ironic.
is just
You never know.
discount Loki, right?
Wink, wink.
Oh yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was my rant on that. What else did I put? Oh, what's his name? Is it Klingo or Kingo?
Kingo.
Kingo? He's army.
He's a
BTS
BTS
army.
stand. Yeah.
Damn. Why did they just get the BTS army to fight the Deviant, mate? They'll win.
Not gonna lie, I thought they would have a BTS cameo in it when they like teased it, but like they didn't. There wasn't a BTS cameo.
Yeah, we're here for the BTS burger. That's the cameo I want.
Yeah. That would have made the movie better.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, also, just a little side note: Thanos did nothing wrong, and this movie confirmed it. Thanos was a good guy all along.
Yeah.
He prevented the emergence like a good Eternal.
Yes, sir.
He didn't even know it.
Yeah.
He might have.
Well,
But
so
it wasn't his
far
it
we
wasn't
don't
his
know
main
that.
purpose. But from what we know, there's like a very small chance he might have known. But I don't. Okay, okay. Now that I think about it, he probably didn't know.
Yeah, so far it's canon that he didn't know, unless they want to change that.
Yeah,
They haven't. Yeah.
It was part of his
this
Um,
plan
isn't
all
just keeping
along.
us out.
Yeah. Also, potential connection to Shang-Chi in this movie. The bleeping beacon thing. That looks like and the rings themselves. Could they be Fastos tech? I don't know why I'm doing this to indicate the rings, but the rings.
The rings, man.
The rings. The rings.
Because that would make sense, right? I guess to some extent. But also, why? I don't know.
Cause Fastos be making stuff, man.
He do be.
I mean, if Fastos is making something, surely he would have like a track of it and what it's doing, and if it's doing any bad.
Maybe he deleted his history.
Well, the bleeping
Browser
thing, right?
history.
Isn't that just like summoning Eternals? Because
Or
that's
like
what Harry
sending a
Styles shows
message
up,
to
right?
Celestials? I don't know, maybe.
Oh, yeah, could be. But either case, do you think it is a Shang-Chi tie-in? Well, I mean, the Shang-Chi post-credit scene, do you think it's an Eternal tie-in?
I think there isn't anything that we would say it could be anything else.
Yeah.
And this is just from what we know of the MCU, this is what it's most likely to be, right?
Yeah. Still speculation, but like, we're also geniuses here over at the Unholy Trinity.
Ah, yes.
Everything we say is 100%.
We have teams in the
Gotta give it
background doing
100%.
research and speculations.
Yeah. All right. Final thing to talk about. You want to talk about the post scenes?
Let's go. All right. We'll get like the Eternals related one first out the way, and then we'll talk about the more speculatory one. Harry Styles.
Oh my god,
Watermelon
it's
Sugar
Harry
himself.
Styles.
Yo, Taylor Swift's ex.
Did they did? Guess they
Yeah.
didn't remember.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is Harry
He's in it
Harry.
now.
What is that scene setting? I've like forgotten. It's been a while. Is that like Eternals 2 or?
Yeah, probably like an Eternals 2. I don't know. Marvel came out and said, "Oh, we don't need to make an Eternals 2." But the post-credit scene was like very much Eternals 2.
How
Because it was
about
like, oh, half the Eternals have been captured by Arshib, the judge.
So the one thing, the Eric Voss theory is that Arasham was like, I will judge, or you will be judged for your actions. And will this have to do with the Living Tribunal?
Oh.
Like a great celestial court case. Fucking legal case in
They
the
get
MCU.
She-Hulk, mate.
Yes.
and the
And Matt
Hulk
Murdock
man?
shows up.
Hey,
Yeah. The
But
best
yeah,
lawyer minds.
But like, I think Eric Voss wasn't looking like, I wasn't being like sarcastic or he was like doing like if there was like a living tribunal thing basically, and we saw from like Loki, the TV series, in like the place at like the last few episodes
TVA.
where
Oh, the time.
Well,
Fuck, what's it called? The Citadel at the End of Time.
the one before that with like all the other Lokis.
Oh, the fuck, I can't remember. Yeah,
Yeah, but there's like a whole bunch of like random shit, and like we saw like Hulk, Frog 4.
Throg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I forgot the name, but like
Rob.
we also saw a like living tribunal thing as well. It's like a thing that looked like the living tribunal.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that proves the existence of the living tribunal, but it's a theory, and just a theory.
Yeah.
So that could be a thing. I don't know.
Anyway, Thanos' brother's here to help.
Yes, along with a goblin.
Yeah. I didn't know you were in this movie, Sunny.
Well, you know what they say. I'm a goblin, and you know what what I say when I say that I'm a goblin.
What?
You mind goblin on these balls?
Fuck. Nice one.
Yes, I am. I am dead as fuck. All right, moving on. The other post-credit scene. Mr. Kit Harington as Dane Whitman,
Yeah.
the Black Knight, which at the time I assume remembered him being more connected to Moon Knight, but then watching Arrow Plus, no, it's definitely Blade. It's and then the voice at the end that was
Mahash.
Blade. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Lady Blade.
Blade.
You see, the thing about this movie is Kit Harington was the best character, right? Because remember, there could only be best character or worst character. He was the best character. But they also
I like
did like
logic.
nothing with him. They kind of just set him up for the end. That was kind of his role in the movie, I guess.
I mean, it's fair.
Like, I hope they don't pull I don't know. I'm trying to think of do you think that Gemma Chan and what I call it, like Cersei and Dane's relationship will actually like continue as a major thing, or is it just to purely set him up as his own character, like in the Blade movie or whatever? Because I don't want them to do a Jane Foster where like she dated Thor, and then they kind of just ditched her to kind of have her do her own thing, and then she's coming back and like as like a new Thor.
I think. I mean, what's the Blade production on right now? Are they like what stage are they at with that?
Nothing. I don't think
Nothing.
they've done anything. Yeah.
So I assume because I think a lot of people have already been pretty vocal about what they've been like feeling about Jade Foster and everything. So I'm hoping they'll learn from their mistakes to not
Yeah.
make another similar one.
Yeah.
But that might be wishful thinking. We'll see though.
I don't know. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Trey cool.
All right then. Is that it?
That's it. That
Yep.
it.
All right.
Mhm.
Easy. Now then, time for the final verdicts. As always, starting on the right, but I'm in the middle now. So how does this work? Do I just go we just leave Jack to last from now on?
If you want.
Then you can't be the average.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay, we'll see.
Do
We'll
I
see how
take
this
that big
goes.
decision?
if I give up, then I give up.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Trial run. Dio, take us away.
Yeah, movie was something. Boring. Didn't care much, but I had some good bits there.
Yeah.
But overall, I do not recommend. I give it a 3 out of 10.
Oh shit.
I don't know if I'm going next. Like this is like
Yeah.
if I go next, this is completely off the fucking charts now because I'm just like I genuinely didn't mind it. I was like, it's just me
Yeah.
personally. Yeah, I didn't
No,
mind
that's fine. Go say your thing. Yeah. It's actually
it.
better to go.
6.5.
We get a high average.
Okay. Yeah, to
just
be
have fun.
honest, I'm closer to Sunny in this than I am to Dio's opinion. Like, it's not great, but like, I think it does enough to be good at times, and I think the plot is pretty good, which is like I guess one of the main things in this thing. Also, I forgot to mention when we're talking, I think the action sequence at the end was really good.
Hmm.
That's like how you do a superhero team action sequence, because everyone was like using their powers, and that was cool. Anyway, that aside, it's a bit better than average, like a 5.5.
Nice.
Right.
And that comes out to, wow, a perfect average of 5, considering all our scores.
Oh, nice.
Dude,
5
like
out of
we
10.
popped off with this score. With like, holy shit, I didn't realize we were that
It's all
mathematically
calculated,
inclined to get a perfect average score of 5.
And
Yeah.
and 5 is average on our scale, I think.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
It's 5 out of 10.
if you want to watch an average movie, which 2/3 of us wouldn't watch again, then probably don't watch it again. Don't watch it. I don't know. Do what you want. You are your own person. We stand a strong, independent individual. But in any case, that does it for our episode. Why did you watch this episode, even if you are strong and independent? But yeah, this will be the Unholy Trinity signing off for today. Stay subscribed for more episodes. We're going to be uploading quite a few in the next few weeks to come. And it's December now, so the countdown has officially begun for a very special event.
Yeah,
Happy holidays.
We'll provide more details on getting your opinions on things as it happens. Yeah,
as it happens. But for now, we're signing out. That's the Unholy Trinity, and we're saying goodbye now. Peace.
Love you.
Bye.